Good morning, good morning. Good morning out there. Happy Friday. We made it to Friday, and I know we've been talking about the cold, but we are going to talk a lot more about how cold we are going to get and what you can expect. Some of you who are tuning in, you probably missed the forecast on TV. That's okay for today. We'll let it slide for your Friday. But let's talk about what you can expect. So Monday into Sunday night and into Monday, that will be the best threat for any winter precipitation. We're going to get more into that. Let me get you out the door for this Friday. It's already cold. Take a look. College Station, Huntsville, Brenham, you're down below the freezing point this morning. When you factor in the winds, we've got wind chill temperatures, feels like temperatures in the low 20s this morning. Even in town, temperatures are in the 30s. Factor in the winds, we're going to be feeling in the 20s and 30s all throughout the day. I will say the good news for today, at least most of us are starting just above the freezing point. That will actually be nice. Once we dip down below the freezing point, it's going to be hard to come back up to these temperatures next week. So here's a look at the winds. This is why it's adding that blustery, really brisk feel to the day. Those north winds coming in sustained around 15 to 20 miles per hour, 28 on the island this morning, 21 in College Station. So some really strong north winds, and I'm expecting them to stay that way through the evening. With north winds in place and this cold Arctic air, it's going to be feeling a good 5 to 10 degrees, potentially even more than that, colder than what it actually is. So your feels like current temperatures. Again, when you head outside, it will be feeling like 18 in College Station, feeling like 23 in Conroe, feeling like 24 in Katy. You've got it trapped in there, 28 in Sugar Land. So again, it's the feels like temperatures or the wind chill temperatures this morning and throughout the day today that are going to make today feel really cold. I mean, to me, this time of year, this is borderline miserable, all right? This kind of cold, come on now. It's hard to even believe we're giving this as a forecast, but it really is all playing out just like we've been talking about. Today and tomorrow will be about the same. Cloudy skies, temperatures the majority of the day today are in the 30s, low 40s, but remember that wind chill factor. It's going to be feeling more like 20s and 30s. Looking ahead to the next 3 days. Today and tomorrow, notice they're just about the same. Cold, breezy, about a 20% chance maybe for an isolated shower to a little mist. It's Sunday night, that wintry mix that will take you into your Monday, President's Day. And again, that's what's going to make driving conditions really extremely uncertain. And if you can already make plans to stay in place at least through the mid portion of the day on Monday, potentially maybe even extending that into early Tuesday, that would be in your best interest. Good news for us this morning. Most of the rain is to our east. I'll keep that 20% chance in for an isolated shower just because still we have a lot of lingering moisture. Those are those clouds that are in place. Good news though for the Dallas-Fort Worth area and right through the central portion of Texas. All that ice yesterday, did you see all those images with the car pile up? Again, because of that ice, it just made such dangerous travel conditions yesterday. At least they're getting a little bit of a break today before their next big punch into early next week. Speaking of our statewide map, 36 in Houston, 30 degrees in Austin, 24 in Dallas. Okay, Amarillo sitting at 10. That is that deep Arctic air that's going to continue to be on the move. So around this, we'll keep a north wind throughout the day today, and we'll keep these chilly temperatures today and tomorrow. 7 o'clock tomorrow night, temperatures should be in the 30s and 40s here locally with that north wind. It's Sunday when conditions become a little bit more interesting. So Sunday, probably midday, we keep it maybe an isolated shower or two. Once we head into the evening hours, 4 in Amarillo, 23 in Dallas. Watch what happens to these temperatures by 9 a.m. on Monday morning, your President's Day. 22 in Houston, 4 degrees in Dallas, 9 below zero in Amarillo. We don't talk about sub-zero temperatures across the state of Texas very often. Okay, so again, watch how this impacts the entire state of Texas. If you have friends or family that live any other areas across the state, everyone is dealing with this Arctic blast. It's going to be a serious, severe situation through early next week. And I know we have to use that type of terminology there, but that's pretty much what we're expecting and preparing for. Monday afternoon, 3 o'clock for your President's Day, we stay in the 20s all throughout the day. I mean, we're not even going to make it up to the freezing point. 5 is the high in Amarillo. 11 is the high in Dallas. So all throughout the day on Monday, we're all going to be dealing with potentially close to records, at least for our daily records. And then we get an even colder Tuesday. The reason why the moisture moves out, so the chance for that winter mix starts to move out, and that's when these temperatures drop. Dallas is talking by Tuesday morning, 7:30, sub-zero temperature, 3 below zero. 2 below zero in Amarillo, 5 in Austin, 11 Oh, gosh, we'll take it in Houston, but that also means areas like College Station, Huntsville, Livingston, you'll probably be waking up to single digit readings. By Tuesday afternoon, temperatures start to build. We'll get a little bit of sunshine, I think, by Tuesday afternoon before our next system arrives to give us another shot of cold air and wet weather by Wednesday and Thursday. So watches and warnings are already in effect. Notice winter weather advisory there in purple. The blue is a winter storm watch. So already big preparations underway in North Texas and in the Panhandle. Here locally, they're going to start dealing and prepping our roadways here this upcoming weekend. We'll be hearing a lot more from the mayor throughout the day today. They have a press conference today. But looking ahead as far as the wet weather goes. So some of you I know watching are like, okay, how much snow, how much ice are we going to see and when? So I think this timeline illustrates it the best. So this is Sunday at 11. Notice we're still looking at maybe an isolated shower, but it's just rain. Notice from North Texas into the Panhandle, that's already transitioned ice to snow. Fast forward, this is Sunday night, 9:30, and we're already starting to see that line drop where the transition is starting to happen. Overnight by 4:30, it's here. So Monday morning, President's Day, probably when you go to sleep, we could be looking at some sleet or maybe some freezing ice, freezing rain before you go to bed Sunday night. But definitely Monday morning when you wake up, we're going to be dealing with icy conditions across the area. And it looks more promising that this could even be impacting all the way to some of our coastal areas. A lot of you have been asking, I know, what about the coastline in Brazoria County? What about Galveston? And at this point, easily we could see this line clear across here, our coastal communities. So everyone pay close attention to this. Areas northwest of town, we really could be looking at some decent accumulation throughout the day on Monday. This is President's Day, 10:30 in the morning. Notice how this is extremely widespread and some of the accumulation starts to get a little deeper. Models are a little split on just how much accumulation we could see, but bottom line, driving conditions could be treacherous early Monday morning. So that will be the day. Get up. You want to turn on the TV, get that local report, and we're going to be feeding out all that information online, social media, and on TV. 1:30 Monday afternoon, we still could be looking at the chance for a good winter mix. So a combination of either freezing rain, sleet, snow, and ice across the roadways. With that cold Arctic air in place Tuesday morning, so notice even though the rain moves out, with that air in place, once the clouds break overnight, this is when the coldest temperatures, remember how we were looking at those sub-zero temperatures from Dallas into Panhandle just previously? That's when all that is going to settle in across the state. We'll get a break from the rain. So Tuesday afternoon, there's a chance maybe we could climb to the upper 20s to low 30s. But again, that sets the stage for the coldest air that we have seen in decades, or potentially, 5 degrees is the all-time low temperature that Houston has had. So we will see if that happens at Bush Intercontinental Airport. That's where we keep our records. We'll be breaking a pretty big record, but that's the type of impact we could be looking at with this winter storm. So today and tomorrow, about the same, what you can expect. Sunday night throughout the day on Monday, that will be the best chance, and especially for heavily impacted roadways with ice, be it snow, and all of that even overnight into Tuesday morning. So it's really important you stay up to date as far as driving conditions go and what you can expect Sunday night into Monday and then Monday into Tuesday as well. Coldest temperatures, though, expected Tuesday morning. In fact, how cold? Take a look here. This is broken up. So some of our northern counties could be looking at single-digit readings. I think in-town temperatures could be looking at anywhere from 10 to 16 degrees. That's our actual low, not a wind chill temperature, but that's actually our low temperature that we're expecting. I can't even believe I'm giving you this forecast, but it is all playing out as we've been expecting here the past couple days. Coastal communities, we're looking more at upper teens to low 20s. But again, everyone's starting off with just extremely cold air. This is the problem too, as you take a look at the extended, take a good look at this. Next week, I'm talking all about Monday and Tuesday, but next week, these temperatures, we get another shot of this cold air. Another system helps to bring in some additional moisture as well. And yet again, Wednesday into Thursday, we're going to have to track and monitor the potential for additional sleet or freezing rain as we head into, again, late Wednesday into Thursday. So breaking this down, today and tomorrow should be about the same. We'll keep the north wind in place. Temperatures are about the same tomorrow morning. some 20s, 30s, and feels like temperatures more widespread in the 20s. Hopefully highs climb to the low 40s. That's probably being pretty conservative. And then check it out, Sunday or Valentine's Day, I would try to have all your preparations in place, at least for your home or your family, where you're going to be late Sunday night and into Monday. Probably try to have that plan in place by Saturday evening, because once this starts to mix in, you don't want to have to be if you don't have to be on the roadways, you don't want to. Okay, so Sunday night into Monday, that's when we're expecting overnight and pretty much throughout much of the day up until maybe about 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday. A good mix, a good combination of winter weather. When we say that, some snow, sleet, freezing rain, or ice on the roadways. That will all be possible. That's the combination of winter weather that we're talking about for Monday. Then overnight, as the moisture clears, temperatures will really bottom out. This is going to be really cold air Tuesday morning, but picking it up just a little bit by the afternoon. We keep it mostly dry Tuesday, with that next system arriving Wednesday and Thursday. I am going to give you a little piece of good news. Okay, I know all of my Houstonians are saying, come on, when is the sunshine and some warmer weather expected to return? Not this weekend, but the following weekend. It does look like upper 60s come back into play. So we will have another round of roller coaster weather expected. But again, happy Friday. I'm Meteorologist Chita Craft. It's about 8:44 this morning. Blake Matthews is coming on in. Our chief meteorologist, David Paul, will be in early as well. So all hands on deck throughout the upcoming weekend. So if you're just joining us, I'll give you a quick recap. We're starting off this morning, actual air temperatures in the 20s and 30s. We will be feeling pretty much in the 20s throughout the day today. So you're not going to see much of a change as far as your temperatures go. And that's all thanks to some gusty north winds. The good news is, though, we're not expecting rain like we did yesterday. So it's just today and tomorrow about the cold. The cloud cover will stay in place, and really about a 20% chance for a shower. It's the wind that's going to make today kind of borderline miserable to me. I think that when you factor in winds around 15 to 20 plus miles per hour, notice Galveston at 28, makes it feel a lot colder, a good 10 to potentially even 15 degrees colder. I mean, look, Galveston, you're feeling like 33. These are your wind chill or feels like temperatures. 22, that's what it's feeling like in Huntsville. 27 in Tomball, 24 in Katy. Both airports feels like temperature down to 28. Even though actual air temperatures are well into the 30s. So our actual air temperatures are above the freezing point. So that's why any rain that would transpire today would just be in the form of good old rain, an isolated raindrop or two. But then those clouds stick around, so not much change. So with clouds in place and those breezy north winds, temperatures really won't have anywhere to go. That's why they'll stay so cold today. But again, I know most of you who are tuning in either to this Facebook Live or to television this morning just really want to know about the snow and the ice impacts. And I would say the best chance for that will be Sunday night and into your President's Day Monday. As far as Saturday goes, if we do get any moisture, especially areas northwest, kind of the same areas that we saw late last night, early this morning, you could see a little bit of a transition. Temperatures will be cold enough to support it. So I'm talking most of us throughout the weekend will keep temperatures above freezing. However, Bryan College Station, maybe Huntsville to Livingston northward, if you catch a stray shower Saturday afternoon or evening, it'll transition into ice or to snow. So it kind of depends on where you'll be this upcoming weekend. But majority of you, I think this weekend, will keep it ice free. As we head into, again, Sunday night and Monday, it'll be a different story. A broad view, it's just so hard. I'm sure so many of you saw some of those images with all the ice and the cars that were piling up across portions of Fort Worth yesterday and around Austin area. Good thing they are getting a little bit of a break this morning. And then also, when you're looking at the radar, if you, since you're watching it here with us as well, the pink indicates where that rain is trying to transition to either freezing rain or sleet, ice on the ground. So this is probably what we'll be looking at Sunday night here locally. Of course, the good old green is the rain, and that's going to stay well offshore. So I like to see that made it well offshore. So again, the chance for showers today, probably less than about a 20% chance. But if you catch a few drops out there, it should just be in the form of rain. 36 in Houston right now, 24 in Dallas. I mean, it's just the statewide map that's incredible to see these temperatures here, all thanks to that Arctic air. Check it out. We'll put this into forecast mode in case you missed this. This is Saturday night. Temperatures here, 30s and 40s, 32 in Dallas, 13 in Amarillo. We're kind of dealing with the same thing by Sunday. that's when this gets really messy, and it's going to get messy for millions of people. I mean, this Arctic blast is impacting everybody from the upper Midwest to the plains and right through the south and southeast region of our country as well. So again, everyone just bracing for some of the coldest air that we have seen. 23 in Dallas expected Sunday afternoon, 45 in Houston. Check out what happens and how this changes by Monday morning. Oh, it's just incredible to see. 9 below in Amarillo, 10 in Austin, 4 degrees in Dallas, 22 in Houston. And if you catch a little bit of a wind with that as well, it's going to be feeling just miserable out there. So if you can, again, hunker down, find your spot by about midday Sunday, and you want to keep it in that same spot right throughout your President's Day Monday. I know a lot of kids, most kids are out of school Monday, and hopefully if it's a work from home situation, if you already have that option or that in place, I would opt for that, because temperatures even by the afternoon will be at 26. So again, temperatures are cold enough to support that freezing rain or sleet or snow transitioning with any moisture that we see. But it should be by about this time on Monday, most of the moisture moves out. Then because of that, skies start to clear, the clouds clear. Remember, we talk about radiational cooling when clouds disappear. So when you don't have anything in the atmosphere to block that heat from pretty much cooling, that's why those temperatures are going to continue to drop. So 3 below 0 in Dallas, 2 below in Amarillo. That's what everybody's going to be dealing with. And then here locally, okay, maybe Tomball, the Woodlands, Conroe, and north of single digits, not out of the question. Then by Tuesday afternoon, we may not even touch the freezing point. This is 4 o'clock Tuesday. So really, really cold conditions, even though we keep it mostly dry. Already, those winter storm watch, that winter storm watch in blue, the winter weather advisory there shaded in purple has been issued for North Texas. Big preparations in place. We will probably see that become active here this upcoming weekend, maybe early, maybe tomorrow morning in preparation for Sunday evening. And then take a look by Sunday, 11 o'clock. Here are the chance for showers, already tracking snow, ice, North Texas, north of, and then taking this is that upper level system. So this is bringing, so we have cold air in place. This is what's bringing the rain or the moisture, which will transition. This is Sunday night, overnight into Monday morning, 4:30 into ice or snow. So Monday morning, if you missed this, and you have to go somewhere, you have to get to your job, you have to travel somewhere, make sure you're checking in with the road conditions and maybe calling and pushing that back just a little bit, because this is going to be, could set up to be a really serious situation, especially for the first portion of the day on Monday. It's always the worst when the sun hasn't come up, you can't see anything, you don't exactly know where all the ice is, and that will primarily be the concern. We're hoping, though, because it is President's Day, and with all the work from home scenarios and situations that we've already had in place, hopefully it won't be kind of as devastating as some of the images that we saw with the cars piling up out on the roadways yesterday from Fort Worth and Austin. But this is that cold air, so it lasts all throughout the day. This is Monday, 10:30, and then by 3-4 o'clock, most of the moisture moves out. Notice this is 1:30, President's Day, Monday afternoon, and then by about 4 or 5 o'clock, it's well off to our east. But because the moisture clears pretty quickly, these clouds will just continue to break. So all across the state, that's why we're going to get some of the coldest temperatures that we've seen. At least, though, by Tuesday afternoon, a little bit of that sunshine will kind of help us along the way. Can you believe we're talking about this? Okay, but make the preparations. Remember your homes, the pets. You want to make, I know a lot of you yesterday with our Facebook Lives were wanting to remind everyone, don't forget your pets. Don't forget. And you're right, you got to bring them inside. This is really dangerous. These are dangerous conditions, how cold it's going to get. And then, of course, the winter weather that could be impacting all the roadways as well. So Sunday night into Monday, and then Tuesday morning, we will see just how low these temperatures go. One more time, areas north of town, potentially single digits setting up, teens almost expected in town, and then maybe upper teens to low 20s along the coastal areas. Temperatures stay cold right throughout much of next week. it's not until next weekend do we get a little bit of a warm up, and I know we will all be thankful and ready for that. All right, Blake Matthews is in the station, and our chief meteorologist, David Paul, I know he's going to be in early today, so we will continue to update you here all throughout the day, all throughout the upcoming weekend. If you have any questions, post them here, and we will try to get back to you. But as far as, again, those driving conditions, really try to push that back after Monday or potentially maybe even Tuesday morning. All right, more to come.